Hello, fellow renewable energy enthusiasts. I'm Dawn Getke, aka Tanta Dawn, a member of the Vesely Community Solar Garden in Minnesota. In this video, I will show you what to expect on your monthly statement should you join a community solar garden. Let's jump right in. Once your solar garden goes live, you will begin receiving two statements every month. One from your solar company and one from your utility company. In my case, that's Xcel Energy. The one from your solar company is a bill charging you for the solar utility credits generated by your share of the garden that billing cycle. The one from your utility company applies the solar utility credits, called REC credits, and bills you for any remaining amount of electric gas usage. Let's take a closer look at the statements. You'll notice that the solar bill is charging less than the amount of solar credits being earned. This month I paid $57.70 for $67.56 of credit. That means I saved $9.86 this month. This is one of the benefits of joining a solar garden. For the year 2019, my family's average monthly savings was $22.97. The amount I pay for those credits will increase by approximately 1.9% each year for 25 years, pursuant to the terms of my solar garden agreement. Let's examine page 2 of the statements. Notice that the cycle the solar company calls February-March, Xcel calls January. This is just something to be aware of when examining your statements. The other thing to note is the bill credit rate, 155,390. Bill credit rate is determined by when your solar garden application was deemed complete. Xcel has tables available that detail how rates will change for your garden over the years. Bill credit rate is determining the amount of credit generated. It's the multiplier you need to figure that out. So to recap, it's your solar agreement that determines how much you'll pay each year for the solar credits your garden generates. It's the bill credit rate set by Xcel or other utility company that determines how much the credits will be worth each year. Now, because of this individuality, I can't give you a formula outlining exact payment expectations. I can, however, tell you what highs and lows to expect throughout the year. This graph shows my family's total energy bills for 2019. The solar and Xcel costs have been combined in this chart. Now, many of you who live in North America, especially the Midwest, may be asking how we could possibly pay so little for energy in cold January and February and pay so much in March. Having solar definitely changed the peak and valley profile that we were used to. The how becomes obvious once you see the Xcel and solar bills split apart. As you can see from the dashed red line here, for the majority of the year, we pay Xcel nothing. We simply watch our solar credit with Xcel climb. Starting in May, our share of the solar garden generates more in credit than we use in electric gas, more than the charges, in other words. This continues for 7 months approximately. That extra credit rolls over month after month into the next month's bill. By November, we have about $918 of credit banked. This means that in December, January, and February, we are still riding on the credit built up over the summer months as far as Xcel is concerned. But this all catches up to us in March, when we need to pay for heating our home in chilly February, but there's no solar credit left in our account. As you can see by the dotted blue line, we pay the solar company the most for the summer months of June, July, August, September, because that is when the most solar energy is generated. The blue line never goes down to zero because even in winter months, the sun does shine and generate a meager bit of energy. Now here, all the views are represented together. The solid green line is the combined charges of both solar and Xcel. As you can see, for a good portion of the year, the Xcel bill is at zero, and the blue dotted line, the solar bill, follows the combined line for a good portion of the year. For all practical purposes, they are one and the same for a good part of the year. Another interesting way to view this is to compare the peaks and valleys of a pre-solar year to a post-solar year. So the purple line represents the pre-solar year, the full pre-solar year we had, and the green line, the solid green line, represents the first post-solar year. So note that the pre-solar year varies from a high of 302.60 in February to a low of 122 in October. The solar garden year varies from a high of 297 in March to a low of 33.58 in January. Very different peak and valley profiles. For those who prefer raw data to a visualization, here's a spreadsheet of the values that generated the previous charts. Now, some of you may notice that we paid about $240 less for energy in 2019 than we did in 2017, even though utility rates increased. Now, we attribute this savings partially to solar credits, but to other energy saving measures as well. In 2019, we installed LED light bulbs and a tankless water heater. So those savings helped, as well as the solar garden. I can't tell solar garden joiners to expect to see the same cost savings we did from year to year. So that begs the questions, what should you expect? Well, you should expect 2 statements every month, one from your solar company and one from the utility company. But double the statements does not mean double the cost. Because of the solar credit arrangements, the combination of the 2 statements nets you a modest energy savings. You'll be granted more solar credit than you will actually pay for. Now remember, for my family, in a single family home, this averaged about $23 per month. Though you may not see a savings from the previous year, you will be saving money compared to a neighbor with a similar energy usage. You should also expect a difference in the peaks and valleys that you see in your energy costs throughout the year, though the exact height and depth of those peaks and valleys no one can say until you sign your agreement. So thank you for your attention. Please like and share this video if you found it helpful, and good luck on your quest for renewable energy solutions.